Hey, and welcome back to Bourbon Blind, where the guys have no clue what they're drinking. If you like what you see tonight, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. If you hate us, tell us in the comments why we suck. So, as always, guys are going to be tasting the whiskey in their glass. They're not going to know what they're drinking. And they will give you a price point in dollars on what they think they would do, like the price they would pay to get that bottle into their bar. Also, I guess I should tell you what we're drinking tonight, shouldn't I? Oh, we did a bottle a while back from Chord, and they were so sweet to send it to us that I guess they liked our review so much they sent us another one to review. So this one is finished in Pinot Noir barrels. It is Chord's strange This is Chord's strange collaboration, small batch. It's batch number 1, comes in at 49.5% alcohol, meaning 99 proof. Ryan was super sweet to send it to us, and we love what Ryan and Ari are doing over there. They came on our show a while back on one of our lives and chit-chatted with us for a while. That's really, really good.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bourbon Blind. I'm Kyle.
I'm David.
You know what's up. We taste whiskey. David is in the house here. He is visiting from out of town. So everyone say hi to David. David, say hi to the people.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
So anyway, we got some whiskey here that we're going to try and see, how much we like it. Ooh. And
oh yeah,
if it's any good and how much we'd be willing to pay for it.
It's good.
Right off the bat, I said the same. As soon as I nosed it, I was like, oh yeah, that's
gonna work.
Good. I really like raspberries. Chocolate.
That's what that is.
Chocolate, oak.
Yep. Touch of rye spice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But definitely raspberry oak chocolate. Not sure if that's a thing, but that's what we're going with.
But it should be if it's not.
Oh, absolutely.
For the record.
Smells like it's got a little bit of proof to it.
It does. It's got a great color.
Absolutely.
Nice and dark. Oh, I'm going to get in here.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm. I like where that's going.
Mm-hmm.
More of that like raspberry chocolate cherries. Get some cherry, like cordial cherries in there.
Yeah, it's a very fruit-forward whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely some proof.
Yeah, I'd say it's above 100 proof. Maybe 110, 115-ish.
Yeah, I would say so. It doesn't taste like it's young. It tastes like it's got some age to it.
Yeah, I got a little bit of oak in there. So None of that like young corn whiskey-ness.
No, it's certainly not there.
I'm going to call my shot, right? Like the Ruth, Mr. Ruth, Baby Ruth. And I know it's Babe Ruth. We were just watching Sandlot. So I would not be surprised if that was finished.
Yeah, it almost has like an iced tea finish to it a little bit. Or you get like a Lipton iced tea a little bit on that finish. It's
interesting.
Could be what I
like
had.
That like drying black tea kind of.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It really coats the palate well.
I almost get like a sherry or a port kind of aspect to it.
I liked mine so much I finished mine. That's how good it is. I do like this. If you can have bourbon and iced tea together, I mean, this is probably what this is.
That actually sounds really good.
Absolutely. It's summer.
It's like a hot toddy, right?
Oh, absolutely.
See what that does. That was not a little bit, for the record.
I'll add a little bit to the touch.
To what's left.
There. Yeah, exactly. I was ambitious tonight.
I added a lot of water because I don't have any color left. It's lighter on the nose.
Yeah, it's. I've never gotten this on a bourbon before. I would agree. I think this might be a finished bourbon.
Yeah. Or finish some sort of whiskey.
Or finish some sort of whiskey. I've never gotten Lipton iced tea on a bourbon before. So.
To my record, I don't know that anyone has done a like black tea finished
Yeah, I mean,
whiskey.
Well, you know what? Leave it to Buffalo Trace.
I was gonna say, if you're a craft distillery and you want to, just go wild, like start, throwing in some tea bags into the barrel and.
Absolutely. I mean, Nick has proven that anything can be finished.
Too soon, David. Too soon.
Oh, okay.
Definitely better without the water.
Yes, I would agree.
It's just good.
It's just good, and you just want to keep drinking it.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle's living proof of that.
Mm-hmm. After the water, that was money. That was money. That was pure, like perfect mixture between fruity sweetness and bourbon.
Absolutely.
Like that was just orgasmic, basically.
I'm not sure what this is, but Kyle's going to be buying a case later if he doesn't already have one.
I hope I do, because shit.
I hope you do too, because I want to bring some more of this. Whatever it is, it's right here, though.
So the question, I already have a price in mind. I want to know what you would be willing to pay for said whiskey.
Well, I'm probably in that $80 price range, $80 to $100. If I spent $100 on this bottle, I wouldn't be disappointed. Mm-hmm. If I spent much more than that, I probably would be.
So originally, I was thinking the same thing, and I was like, I'd probably do up to 120.
Yeah,
I would do up to 120 and not feel bad about it.
You're an ambitious whiskey buyer.
I am.
I admire that.
I have to justify it to my wife, guys. Come on now. You saw her. She's a little fiery redhead. Like, she gets wild, man.
You all haven't seen my wife, but she's a bit harder to justify too. So, I don't have quite the ambitious collection that Kyle does. I'm incredibly envious right now. So it's beautiful. But, absolutely.
He's not special. Oh, but that is special. So you said $100.
Yeah.
I said up to 120. Find out what it is. You're the new guest on the show.
Well, I appreciate it. Let's see what we've got here. And the winner is we've got some 3 Chord finished in Pinot Noir barrels.
I would not have guessed red wine, but I definitely see the finished.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that is beautiful.
Isn't it, though?
Now, where is that from, Kyle?
That is 3 Chord, and they are out of Michigan, I believe.
Where are they sourcing from?
It is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
Okay.
Finished in Pinot Noir barrels. And it is, 99 proof.
That punches way above its weight.
That's got a lot of flavor for a 99 proof whiskey.
Well done, 3 Chord. You guys nailed that.
Yeah. And I would say that is a really well balanced between the finish aspect and not taking it too far.
Yeah, as someone who's a fan of scotches that are finished, and not usually a fan of a huge fan as much as some others of some bourbons that are finished.
Right.
They absolutely nailed that. So whatever age this is, the finishing is perfect. They absolutely knocked it out of the park.
I've played with like aging miniature barrels and stuff.
Yeah.
I really want to do one like make it into a port barrel and then age something like Stag Junior in it or something. But
absolutely,
like just aging regular whiskey in it. There's a point where you're like, okay, that's good. I like where that's going. That's good. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's really good. I bet it'll be even better. And the next time you taste it, it's just completely gone. Yep. Like you're like, there's a really fine line to know, like it's like an art form of when to pull it before you get to that. Because once it's there, like there's no going back at that point.
No, you can't unage whiskey.
No. You can't unfinish it. You can't unage it. Like, I mean, if you're a big batch, like you can do some like little tricks with blending, but like that barrel by itself is just done at that point.
Yeah, it's not like you have a bunch of 5-year stuff and then this is 13 years and it's overaged and you can mix that in. It's not...
which I know Buffalo Trace does for sure.
Yeah.
They've actually been known to put like Pappy 23 barrels that didn't quite make the cut because they did that, at 20 years they were really good and at 23 they weren't anymore. And they'll put it in like Buffalo Trace or Benchmark or something like that because in that huge batch, like you're not going to notice it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, they paid for that whiskey. They're not going to just dump it down the drain. Like,
Absolutely.
So get yourself a bottle of Benchmark and drink some Pappy 23.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and
Not the same, obviously.
Right. I mean, the secondary for Benchmark's going to go through the roof now.
Right. So Three Chord was founded by music legend Neil Giraldo, and he loves whiskey, and this is out of, like we said, Michigan. This is a blend of 2 to 6 year whiskey, which we were talking about it, and he's like, there's got to be like a minuscule amount of 2 year in there, because that is so aged well.
So it is aged. It is aged that 2 to 6 years, but what it is a 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% malted barley mash bill. Now, being aged that 2 to 6 years, the rye does tend to age a bit faster.
It does. I see it matures faster
yes.
than wheat. I don't know if it ages technically, but I know where you're going with that.
It cools off faster than wheat does. Becomes more drinkable after a shorter period of time than wheat does. And with the Pinot Noir finish, it really just brings it together
so well.
Absolutely.
And it was 3 months in the Strange Family Pinot Noir barrels. So, I mean, that was, I'd say, the perfect amount of time. Any less than that, and you wouldn't have that fruity punch.
Absolutely.
Anymore, and it very well could have just gone south. It might have gotten better. You don't know, but there's a good chance it just would have went south after that.
You know, that's one of the things that I've noticed about bourbon, that when you do secondary age something, typically a younger bourbon does better in secondary aging than something that's a bit older. Like Wild Turkey Master's Keep Revival. Mm-hmm. Fantastic whiskey. But the finish really doesn't come through like it does in a younger whiskey, because obviously you've got that older whiskey, which is outstanding.
Yeah.
But Three Chord just knocked it out of the park, and I think 99 proof is perfect.
Yeah, for sure. And they do some really cool stuff with a bunch of barrels that they get, either charred and uncharred. Mm-hmm. Unique barrels that are American and French oak in the same barrel. And then another thing that they do that I think is really awesome, and I don't know of really anyone else that's doing it, is after they do a blend, they'll actually put it back into barrels and let that blend mellow in the barrel and not just like a stainless steel vat. I think that's totally cool. It's definitely more labor intensive. It's definitely more costly, more time consuming, but I think that's awesome.
Well, it is, and that's actually what a lot of Scotch companies do. I know with a lot of blended, one of my favorite blends from a Scotch standpoint is called Naked Grouse, and they finish it in Oloroso sherry butts. Mm-hmm. So I think they're really taking a cue from the Scotch industry and finishing their blends, which are outstanding, in the different barrels. So
yeah, for sure. So anyway, Ryan, thank you for the bottle. They did provide this bottle free of charge to us, but Three Chord and Rabbit Hole's been pretty much the only ones that they're like, hey, we know you review everything blind. We're totally cool with that. We stand behind our product. So Three Chord, props to you guys for putting out a product and being like, yeah, we know it's blind and we're cool with it.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of companies kind of back off when they hear that and they're like, I don't know. They stand behind it, and it's perfectly well-deserved.
Absolutely. Fantastic bottle. Well done, Three Chord.
Yep.
With that, be sure to check out Teespring, Patreon. Obviously, Kyle and Aaron absolutely love you guys. I'm a Patreon myself. But
which we appreciate.
Oh, no, not a problem. No, I love you. Love everything you guys do.
And it really just helps support the channel and being able to put out new content, new bottles, all that stuff.
You bet.
So we definitely appreciate that. And be sure to check out our TikTok. That has blown up. Instagram, like you said, Teespring, Bourbon Blind Nation on Facebook, all that good YouTube stuff. If you like the video, hit the plus sign or the little thumbs up. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down twice. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So if you made it this far in the video, props to you guys. Thanks for keeping the watch time up. And until Friday noon Central next week, cheers. Drink blind.
Blindly drink.
We want to give a huge shout out to all of our Patreon people. Absolutely thank you. You guys are freaking magical. T-shirts at Teespring, link in the description.
Also, thank you to anyone who has ever supported us, whether that's either coming on a live, chit-chatting with us on a Thursday night, or if you just like to watch our episodes, we appreciate every one of you.
Until Friday noon Central next